This is some beautiful country. You can see the riding mountains on the horizon here. We're just pulling into McCreary, Manitoba. Just a tiny little town. So we're only, goodness, just a couple hours over the border. So it's not that far up into Manitoba, but you really start getting into some really good bear hunting in this area. And so we're gonna pull into Ledoux TNT Outfitters. Just a neat little hunting camp. Lots of woods, but it's right on the fringe of agriculture. And so there's a lot of deer and a lot of black bears in this area. McCreary, Manitoba. Here we come. Rooster! Boy, look at the tail on that rooster.
Passion for the Hunt is brought to you by Shields, Crestliner Boats, Travel Manitoba, Federal Premium Ammunition, North Dakota Tourism, Primo's Hunting.
You know, I love bear hunting. It's just an opportunity to get out in the woods in the springtime and climb up in a tree and just watch wildlife. And so that's one of the things I love about archery hunting. You know, the nice thing about bear hunting is that a lot of your shots are going to be less than 30 yards. Some of your shots are going to be as close as 10 to 15 yards. You know, I shot a bear from the ground one time that was probably only about 8 or 9 yards.
Well, it's the first night of our Manitoba bear hunt, and you can see off past the woods here, there's a lot of farmland, and then right behind us here is the Riding Mountains. And so there's a provincial park not that far away, and it's just a tremendous area for big black bears. And the neat thing about this, especially if you live in North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, is they're not that far over the border. It's amazing. Black bears aren't what you'd call common in North Dakota, but you don't have to get very far into Manitoba before you start seeing a lot of them. And so those areas where it's right on the fringe of the agriculture, just a tremendous area for big bears because they've got a lot to eat, great habitat. There's a bear coming on the other side of the bait.
I think one advantage about hunting bears in the springtime is that when these bears come out of hibernation, you know, they're hungry, they're looking for something to eat. And obviously there's suckers running up in some of the streams. These bears are eating fish, they're eating anything they can find. Whereas you get in the fall, however, and if you have a lot of blueberries, if you have a lot of raspberries, the berry crops, for example, and even some of the agriculture can add a lot of competition where you get the right year and these bait sites aren't a slam dunk for bears at all. And so that's one of the advantages I think for hunting in the springtime is when they first come out of hibernation, they're looking for something to eat.
We've been sitting in the stand for a couple hours, and not a bad way to start the night. never get tired of that. Well, we saw that one bear, and the wind picked up, some squalls blew through here, and just been quiet ever since. So. Good spot though.
When you've logged hours building trust in your gear, you've really built trust in the most important tool in your arsenal, yourself. Are you ready?
What fascinates me about bears, you have this huge animal that, you know, is very powerful, very strong, but they're also very agile and graceful. These bears can sneak in and not make a sound. I mean, you'll be just staring ahead and look over and just see some black moving through the trees, and they can move through the forest like ghosts. They can be so quiet and so stealthy. Sometimes this bear hunting isn't always a slam dunk. I mean, we've gone to camps and, you know, hunted bears. We've hunted for 5 or 6 days and never saw a bear. And so there's a lot of things that can go wrong. It isn't always necessarily easy. You know, it's just fun to watch how bears interact with each other, and, you know, it seems like no matter how big of a bear you have in front of you, there's always a bigger bear somewhere in the woods. And so you'll have just a magnificent boar on the bait site, and then that bear will perk up and look off in the distance or look over its shoulder and just freeze up, and you just know that there's another bear coming in. You know, in Manitoba, you can hunt bears in the spring, you can hunt them again in the fall. And in my mind, you know, the thing about spring hunting that's so appealing is that you don't have any conflicts, in the sense that if you get into the fall, you've got all kinds of other archery seasons for antelope, for deer. There's all kinds of things competing for a narrow window of time. Whereas if you come out in May and June, you know, the bear hunting is one of the few opportunities, one of the few archery opportunities, you know, besides turkey hunting. And so bear hunting is popular for a lot of people. I try to do a bear hunt every spring, every year. Oh, I couldn't be happier. What a fun sit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something I'll remember the rest of my life.
Awesome.
Yeah, so normally what we do is we never bait up until we put a hunter in the stand. A lot of times you'll bait up early in the morning, leave, nobody's in the stand, the bears come in, they feed, come back with a hunter, bait's cleaned up, the bears have fed, they got no reason to come back. So what we do is we bait up right after I leave, put the hunter in the stand, and we start hunting. So normally that seems to work. We run 13 active baits, and each of our baits are pretty much set up the same. We take into consideration the prevailing winds and stuff when we set up a bait. We have our stands set up accordingly, about 15 to 17 yards from the bait for mostly archery hunters, bow hunters, of course rifle hunters too. But yeah, our typical baits, so we set up, we have 3 barrels usually and a beaver cage. So we'll put oats and grease in one, meat in the other, and scraps and stuff, whatever else in the other, put a beaver in the cage. Our beaver is by far the best bait for bear hunting. So what I like to do is take chunks of this thawed out beaver, it was frozen, rub it all over the trees and stuff, just to get the, you can smell it, just to get the scent out there. It's especially if you get a bit of a wind, it takes it back in the bush. That's our best bait by far is the beaver. So rub the scent all over the place, and yeah, they just go crazy for it. So we like using as much of it as we can. So over here we have the honey barrel that we set up at every bait. It's probably 3/4, half full. Actually, it's probably down to about here now. And in here we have the oats mixed with French fry oil and chicken oil. And in that drum over here we have the meat. We put the meat in this one here. Well, in this area we have them about a mile. Now normally we're scattered out anywhere from 8-10 miles. Most of the spots, like the other spots, probably 20 miles this way. We got another one probably about the same distance this way and scattered all around. We hunt all the area around McCreary.
I think baiting's something that's misunderstood in the sense of you get out in this type of terrain, if you didn't bait bears, you'd hardly ever see them. They're very secretive, they're very reclusive. And the thing about bear hunting is that you have to be close enough to make an ethical shot. You have to have the right angle. You have to have that shoulder moved forward. And so you just don't shoot a bear through the trees and hope to hit a bear because you'd never find it. And that's not fair to the animal. Whereas with baiting, what it allows you to do is allows you to watch that bear from 15 yards, 20 yards away and really study that bear to see the size, okay, how old that bear is, whether the bear has cubs or not. That's pretty important. And you can make a clean, ethical kill shot on that animal. And I think that's the biggest responsibility. If you're going to kill an animal so that you can eat it, you need to kill that animal as quickly as you can. That's just the humane thing to do. And so baiting allows you to do that, allows you to get close enough, allows you to get the right shot.
If you think there's nothing new in ground blinds, the new Double Bull Surround View is about to prove you wrong. What's up? I'm Will Primo. What do you think about this?
Man, this is nice.
This is exclusive one-way see-through walls.
I'm at a loss for words.
I couldn't see y'all in here.
Look back there. You would never have seen that. It's a blind without a blind spot.
It's really like you're not even hunting in a blind.
The Double Bull Surround View blind. Download the app and see it for yourself from Primo's.
If you're looking for something that you can range anything with in any situation, look no further than the Bushnell LRF. You got high-end glass optics with multi-coated lenses, and the light transmission is, bar none, the best in the business.
The boys just made their baiting run, and these baits are getting hit. There was a guy last night that had 9 bears show up in the stand. Travis already got a text, there's already a bear down here somewhere, and so these woods are crawling with bears, so wind's laid down, the wind's not blowing like it was last night. Should be just a great sit. Looking forward to it.
And we've done a lot of black bear hunting in Manitoba, and a lot of the stuff up north can be really remote. We've done fly-in trips, for example, where we hunted black bears. We've gone way up into the Canadian Shield, into the bush, and hunted black bears where they can be really remote. And then you get down in this area here by the Riding Mountains. We're not that far into Manitoba, and once you get into this deciduous boreal forest, you'll start seeing a lot of bears. There's good bear numbers in this area. What's kind of neat about this is that you're right on the edge of agriculture, and I think that helps these bear numbers and helps the size. But what's really cool about this, especially if you live in North Dakota or South Dakota where you don't have a bear season per se, you can just hop right across the border. You don't have to go that far. This isn't some exotic faraway trip where you got to plan several days. Literally, if you're in Minot, Williston, or Grand Forks, I mean, you can hop in the car and drive for less than 5 hours and be right in the heart of some phenomenal bear hunting. And so it's a affordable trip. If you love to archery hunt, looking for something a little bit exotic, this here is something to try and do.
Well, those two bears that were providing us some entertainment, they left. And the sun's getting lower. The wind's picking up a little bit. We should be getting into that last half-hour window of daylight here where hopefully here something happens. Bear's coming through the woods right over here. Doesn't look like a very big bear. Got maybe 20 minutes of shooting light left. Oh, that's bear number 3. Oh, there he goes.
That was magic. I mean, we probably saw, we're guessing 8 bears. There was just activity coming and going all the time. We saw some respectable bears. We saw some bears that if we were to get an opportunity, you know, we probably would have tried to harvest. There's one larger boar in particular that just got hung up. It just laid down basically 50 yards behind the barrel and just wouldn't come any closer. And so it almost looked like that bear knew we were there and just waiting for dark so we'd come in. We saw some really neat color phases on bears. We saw that blonde, we had a black bear with a white crescent. There were some dark brown bears, and it was just a parade of bears. So that was really cool.
The bigger boar that we wanted just got hung up in the trees out there and just never came in, but lots of action here at sunset.
North Dakota's hunting and fishing is some of the best in the nation. The birds are flying, the fish are biting, tails are wagging, and you're smiling just thinking about it. Plan your visit at NorthDakotaLegendary.com.
If you're gonna do some bear hunting, if you've never shot a bear before, definitely look at an anatomical map of a bear just to see how that shoulder blade lays, because if you hit that shoulder blade, it's really hard to penetrate with an arrow, and you really have to get behind that shoulder blade. At the same time, if you get too far back and you get in the stomach cavity, you're probably gonna kill that bear, but you're probably never gonna find it. You're just gonna wound animals. And so it's a fairly tight window where you have that lung and heart area that's exposed where it's not behind that shoulder blade. And so definitely spend the time to see how the bear is built, and spend the time to wait for that bear to present the perfect shot opportunity. If they're quartering towards you, if the leg is moved back, you're gonna have those vitals covered up. When you're hunting bears, especially when you're hunting them over bait, take the time to wait for that shot to develop perfectly, because if you rush the shot or take the wrong shot, you're gonna regret it.
Just carry a target around the back of the truck and just take a few shots before I go out and sit, just wearing the clothes I'm gonna be hunting in. 4th day of our hunt here, and we saw a lot of bears last night. That was a fun sit. Well, it's plenty early, but we're gonna go to the same spot we were last night. There was just so much bear activity in there that I haven't seen anything better than that. That was an impressive sit, so we'll see what happens. We got a beaver set up in a cage, which these bears just love beaver. I thought maybe we'd see a bear coming in here, but there's been a lot of activity in this spot here.
Tell you what, this is a turnkey operation where you come in, you're going to see bears. You're going to have a chance at harvesting a bear. Bear hunting is something you've never done. You know, if you're an archery hunter looking for something different, this is just something that you can come up and do. It's a layup. You're going to see some bears. You're going to be able to choose maybe between some different color phases. And if you've never shot a bear before, I mean, this place I would say is as good as it gets. So if you ever had a desire to bear hunt, if you've ever had a desire to watch bears, and it's just something that you've always wanted to do, maybe it didn't seem realistic or reasonable, just make the layup and come here. It's easy to do. Wow. She tipped over. Oh, this is exciting. And I tell you what, for so many hunters, especially if you live in North Dakota, South Dakota, you don't have bear seasons, this isn't that far away. And this is just a turnkey operation. If you've never bear hunted, just come up here. It's not a very far drive, and you're gonna see a lot of bears. Cool opportunity in the springtime. And we've got a bear down. That is one dead bear. Let's go take a look at it. Well, just a great Manitoba bear hunt, a great hunt. Spring seasons are exciting. Usually you see a lot of bears. We shared the camp with 6 hunters this week. I think total they said they saw over 100 bears. Everybody harvested a bear. If you've never done this, it's just a neat hunting opportunity where you can sit in a tree and bow hunt here in the springtime. Just a great opportunity, great eating animal. Tell you what, a lot of people, they hunt bears one time and they get hooked. Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you. That's a very nice bear you got.
You guys have a batting average, don't you?
We're doing pretty good, you bet.
Talked to guys that have been coming up here for several years. They've always shot a bear with you. I mean, we've seen lots of bears. Just great food, great lodging. Just, yeah, small town Manitoba at its best right here.
Passion for the Hunt was brought to you by Shields, Crestliner Boats, Travel Manitoba, Federal Premium Ammunition, North Dakota Tourism, Primo's Hunting,